Ah, all right. What's up, Deadbeat? Stan Brock, the Deadbeat super affiliate from deadbeat.com, and welcome to the live stream here today. So today we're talking about the 1K affiliate popsicle, making those high ticket sales, even if you're a newbie. So welcome to the stream. Just give me a shout out in the chat box there. If it looks like I'm not looking at the screen, it's because my computer's here and you are right here. So David Charles says that thumbnail while waiting is priceless. Thank you, David. Give me a shout out if you can hear me in the chat box. Just say heck, deadbeat. Yeah, give me a little bit of that YouTube 11. Okay, so in the meantime, what we're going to be talking about today is how to use auto webinars to generate very good amounts of commissions without having to do anything. So isn't that the best thing ever, to be able to just send traffic to something and let your machines that you set up do the work for you? So this is something that we were talking about in the Stay Home Commission group last night. I figured it'd be a good little mini topic to talk about here on my YouTube channel. So with that said, just okay, looks like we're good on volume. Okay, so let's jump right on into the presentation and get to that money-making good stuff right now. Okay, so today we're talking about the $100,000 affiliate high commission sale. So hold on, got a little issue here. Okay. So this is basically why auto webinars can make you filthy amounts of commissions. So here's essentially the problem that I've learned over the years as an affiliate, and that is this. There's a big difference between getting someone to buy a $97 product and the difference between a $1,000 product. So here's the way this works. Is the $97 product is more of an impulse buy. Anything under $100 is easy to get someone to buy. So you don't need to go through these long sequences to get to convince that person to buy the product. Usually what you can do is you can just send a link right to the sales page and you can make a commission just like that, as long as the page that you're promoting or the product that you're promoting is created by someone who knows what they're doing. Okay, so the trade-off here is, yes, it's easier to make a sale if you're a beginner, but you can't pull in those higher commissions. So in other words, you'll typically make less money than if you were to promote the $1,000 product. So what do you do? So it's all in the follow-up sequence here. You need to have a longer sequence during that buying process. So it's usually not something you can land right away. And that's not always true, because with webinars that I've done in the past, you can get people to invest $1,000 or $2,000 into the product that you are interested in selling. So it is possible, but it typically takes longer amounts of time. And that's the beauty of an auto webinar. So an auto webinar is essentially a pre-recorded video that you create that walks the person through whatever it is that you want to teach them, and at the end you sell recommend or promote a product in that webinar. Much like you see in this webinar that you're watching right now. At the end, I'm going to give you a lot of good information in the presentation here, and of course at the end I'm going to recommend my Stay Home Commission program. So where I'm getting at with this is that by going through an hour or even 2 hours, that time that they spend with you, you create that sales environment. That is how you sell those $1,000 products. So let me break down this process. And if this is something you'd like to see more, if you have my Stay Home Commission program, I'm considering making a week about this topic of auto webinars. So if that's something that you want, just let me know inside the Stay Home Commission members area. And with that said, let's flip to Photoshop right now to give you one of my little whiteboard presentations. Aren't they just pretty? Okay, so let's go to it and flip over. Okay. So hold off any questions for me at the end, and I'll answer those. If you have any questions in regard to the training tonight or my new program, whatever it is, I'll answer those. So give me one moment, please. Okay, so whipping out the trusty, rusty whiteboard of glory. Okay, so if you're a beginner, the main problem you have right now is your traffic. So number one, you gotta get your traffic sources up. So whatever that is, YouTube, you could go slide traffic, blog, whatever it is. That's not what this is about. Okay, so just make this official: blog, Pinterest, whatever your desired traffic source is. Now from here, what you're gonna do is you're gonna funnel all of this into the auto webinar landing page. So what's an example of that? So let me just put the box here to make this official. This is just glorious. presentation skills here. So there's your box. You got your headline for your auto webinar. I'll show you an example in just a second. And the opt-in box is right here. So they get their name, their email, and the join button. So I'm going to show you an example of that right now. And you can pull this up on your browser and to kind of follow along with me. So let me pull that up. Okay, so here's an example here. You can get this, you can view this page that you see on the screen right now at deadbeat.com/J. So let me just pull up that for you so you can see it. Where am I? So I got a bunch of windows up here. Bear with me for 1 second. Okay, so that URL is right there. It's deadbeat.com/J. This is an example one that I did for Amplifier. It's a great product, which is why I actually went through the effort of doing a webinar with Jay and Chris here. So to check it out as an example, if you haven't, in addition to that, if you don't have Amplifier, that step that I just talked about right here in the in the little crappy Photoshop thing that I just created, they will actually do that part for you. So the good news is that if you don't have the audience, like go and watch the sample and take notes, but also if it's something that you think you could use, I recommend you do that. So that when you go to, hold up, I'm lagging pretty bad here. I'm not sure what you guys see right now. It should show. One second, guys. I'm having some computer issues here. Just gotta solve this. Having a lot of tech issues over the last couple days. Okay. Okay. All right, there we go. Okay, so do you guys see right now on the screen a picture of a 97 and a 97? It should show 97 on the screen. Like what I'm seeing on the screen here is not what you guys are seeing. So it should show a picture of man, what is going on? There we go. Okay. Okay, so there's the info for to see the sample. It's deadbeat.com/J, and this will take you to a page that looks something like this. Okay, so this is basically the opt-in form. You can see it's very simple. Whatever the title of your product is, if you look at the affiliate offer, which I'll show you how to find in just a second, you'll know what this is. So it's essentially the headline for the product that you want to sell. So from here, they go. I'm using Webinar Jam for this. So your viewer will go and opt into the registration page, and it'll check the availability for the live webinar, and the viewer will select the time that they use for the product. So this is an internet marketing product, and I am showing you guys kind of like the magic behind the scenes here, but this is applicable to any niche that you want to go into. So these webinars are, I'm sure you've been to one. It's basically what you see here, a live stream like this, and it's recorded, and you're giving content and selling and promoting something at the end that you believe in. So that is kind of a kind of important point here. With webinars, it is very, very important that the product or the program that you promote is something that you absolutely believe in. You believe it's a good product. The reason why is, number one, good products are easier to sell. So you'll be more you'll have that conviction into the sales. And because of that, that product will convert naturally. People can sense in your voice whether or not the product and what you're doing is something you believe in. It's some magic quality that you can't really fake. So if you're enthusiastic, it rubs off. It helps you get the sales better. And number two, because the person is spending so much time going through the webinar and the product, they're very invested. So typically you have to be invested as well. So you're going to conversate with the person and continue to make follow-up videos to make the sale even better. Remember, to sell a high-ticket product, you have to do it over several days. Now, the good news is if you use auto webinars, all of this can be automated so you don't have to do it. Okay, so the next question is like, how do you find these types of offers? There's two ways to go about it. Number one, you can go to a site called Muncheye. So this is muncheye.com. And what you're going to do is you're just going to go through the list here and look for anything priced at like $1,000 to $200. Typically, I won't. Some of these lower price vendors will actually have webinars too, but I won't promote these because number one, I haven't gone through any of these products, so I don't know if that's the case. But typically, lower priced products aren't as good. So this is the way it works. A good product costs a good product doesn't come cheap. So basically, to create a good product, you have to put a lot of energy, a lot of resources in it. So, and this isn't always true because there are some vendors who create good, cheap products, but by and large, usually the cheaper ones are products that aren't as good. They're usually not supported very long. So after like a week after you promote it, they've already moved on. And by going for these higher ticket programs, you know you're promoting something good. So do you follow with what I'm going here? If so, give me a yes in the chat box. I just want to make sure everyone is good here. I know I got on a little tangent there. Give me a yes in the chat box and I'll keep going on. If you understand what I'm saying, if this makes sense, because I think I might have skipped a couple steps here in this process here when I was having those tech issues. So if this makes sense to you, just give me a yes in the chat box and I'll keep pushing forward. Okay, I don't know. It looks like we're having some kind of connectivity issue here. So I'm just going to go forward. I can't tell if I'm working or not, so we'll just keep going. Okay, good. So flipping back here, what we're looking for is anywhere between $1,000 to $200. So we're going through there. That's pretty good. $3,500. Usually you can tell by the price point that this is going to be a webinar type product. Here's another 1,000 one. Here is, I saw another 1,000 one down here somewhere along the lines. And so you're just going to go through the list. Another option is just to go to Google and type in, let's say your topic is real estate or investing. Typically, there are a lot of webinars for these types of money-related topics, some health-related topics too, but usually money-oriented topics typically have affiliate webinars that you can promote. So these are typically $1,000 sales to $2,000 sales with that along the way. Okay, so from there, what's going to happen is after the viewer goes through the webinar, you're going to then initiate the follow-up sequence. So the follow-up sequence will typically be more emails to recommend the product. What I like to do is usually I'll work with the vendor to create a special bonus package. And if you're in the Stay Home Commission program, we will be covering that, how to create a simple bonus package to increase your conversion rates. So let me just doodle around here a little bit more, just to make it look cool. And from here, we're going to follow up with some emails. So email number one will send either back to the replay is what I'll usually do after the replay is over, send to the replay. Number two goes back to the replay. And number 3 and 4 and 5 will be kind of like my bonus offers. And if I'm closing the promotion, which sometimes I'll usually do, if it's a product like in the amplifier example at deadbeat.com/J, it was a very limited thing that could only support so many people. So we ended up closing the cart at that time, which by the way is now open if you weren't able to get in. Then you typically do the close. So this work is going to work in any space that you go after. And yes, I am showing you kind of the kind of magic behind the scenes. And I know it takes away the magic once you're like the magician and once you see the magician's tricks, right? It takes away the magic, but in return, you'll make a whole lot of money in the process. So wouldn't you agree that it's better just to know how it works rather than kind of keep the blinders on? So that's the overview of it. Do you have any questions in regards to this? If not, if so, just take those questions in there and I'll quickly answer them and give you a better insight of what we're talking about. Okay, makes sense. Cool. Someone calls Dapper Dan. Thank you. I appreciate that. Okay, so this is something that looks like I'm getting quite a bit of interest in this as far as me creating a module in Stay Home Commissions about this. So if you remember, I've decided I will put a little section in there about auto webinars because they're just so profitable. Now, the good thing about auto webinars is that you don't really have to do them. So a lot of vendors will actually already have a pre-recorded webinar set up. And what'll happen is that you send your visitors, whatever your niche is, to the landing page, and that landing page will have your cookie tied into it. So the viewer will land on the landing page, and then from there, they opt in and watch the webinar. You're already cookied up and ready to go. So a good vendor will actually already have the webinar done for you. Okay. Does that make sense? If so, if you have any questions, let me know. Well, I just wanted to make this a short one today. It was a little, and I apologize, it was a little clunky there. A little bit kind of tech, it's a little rough today, so I apologize for that, but it will get smoother as time goes on. So with that said, hopefully that was helpful for you. And of course, if you haven't, yeah, ask me some questions, guys. I mean, like, this is a good opportunity to ask some questions here. Yes, this will be covered in stay home commissions, but if you want to get a couple free question answers here, this is the time to ask. So this is a very valuable tactic. I mean, we're talking literally $1,000 sales. Yes, it's a little harder to convert that, but you can make way more money selling these higher ticket products. So Madani is saying, hey, Dan, I probably should have saved this question for later, but as asking the comments in your last video, is it possible to pay with PayPal? Unfortunately, I don't accept PayPal. So if you're referring to my stay home commission program, I only accept credit card for that. PayPal no longer works with types of online business programs. Okay. More questions, guys. I'm happy to answer a couple more questions here in regards to the topic of auto webinars today. Someone says, are you replaying this? Yes, there will be a replay on the YouTube channel about making $1,000 commissions. So a small little tip here I want to add in: the difference, the difficulty between selling someone a $97 product and a $1,000 product is about 2 times as hard. It's not a on a magnitude of 20 times harder or 10 times harder. Because it's 10 times more expensive doesn't mean it's 10 times as harder to sell. It's only about twice as more difficult to sell. And again, the way we sell these types of products is over time, over a 2, 3, 4 day period, over exposing your viewer to that product that you want to promote. You can do that there. Okay, does that make sense? Author Mer says, how do you drive traffic to high ticket webinars? So that's too much to cover in this presentation here. So what you do is you essentially create blog posts. You build up your audience that way. You create blog posts. You create YouTube videos. You create Facebook groups. You create other free traffic sources like Pinterest, and you build a list that way. So from your email list, you're going to promote those webinars to your email audience. So that's like a whole nother process. I didn't really want to cover that in this video because it's a little bit too much to cover in one presentation. Okay, so how do I do a web affiliate programs? I'm not sure I understand your question there. Having like dry lips out the wazoo. Suggested length of the webinar. So this is a good question. I found 2 hours to be good. 2 hours, and the real question is basically as long as it takes. So about an hour in, you usually want to pitch. You usually want to offer your program to the viewer because I've noticed people will drop off after about an hour. But some people will stay on the line and they might have more questions for you. So you stay on as long as you want to do it. Andy says, can someone with no list sell this product? Andy, yes. So the way this is going to work, you're going to want to make sure that the vendor that you work with already has a pre-recorded webinar and they have a affiliate sequence set up so that you can just send traffic through your affiliate link and they have the webinar and do it all for you. So because it's pre-recorded and your affiliate cookie is added to that page, you'll get the sale when it's made. Okay, so this is totally something that you can do. It is profitable to do it this way. Okay, does that make sense to you? Hopefully that does. So with that said, if you want to look at an example, I do encourage you to look at the amplifier webinar that I did with Jay and Chris. It's a great product, and that actually will answer your question of how do I get traffic to your webinars. Amplifier is a great solution for that. So where I'm saying is go to webby.com/Jay and look through the example. You'll see how it works, how it processes. It's an auto webinar, so you'll see how it all works, and check it out. By the way, great product, amplifier. Okay. Great. The Financial Freedom says great videos. I've watched many of your videos and learned a lot from you. Keep it up. DJ Ray says, how come I didn't get a webinar tan? It's because I haven't really been outside. I don't go to beaches. That's too much work. Okay. Any additional questions? If not, we'll end this stream off. And by the way, guys, if you didn't see my email, I did actually add a a 3 installment option for stay home commission. So I'm not going to pitch. I'm not going to like, hype it up so much here. I'll just give you a quick walkthrough here at stayhomecommissions.com. If you go there, you already kind of know what it's about, so I'm not going to bang you on it. Basically, the question is are you okay with making money? If so, just go to stayhomecommissions.com, and from here, this is where you activate the installment option here. So Stay Home Commissions installment, it's 3 installments of $283. Okay, so I'm not going to spend any time on the workshop today talking about it. So just go to stayhomecommissions.com and you'll see more specifically what the program is about and what it can do for you. Essentially, it is a way to earn affiliate commissions in a way that is as natural to you as breathing. Okay, so if you have any questions for me, I don't want to make this a big thing for Stay Home Commissions. So just let me know if you have any questions here. Bobby says, sorry, I'm late. It's cool, no problem. Let me know if you have questions in regards to the lesson today or Stay Home Commissions, whatever it is. I'll stay on a little bit longer. We're about 20 minutes in. I only wanted to make this a short 30-minute program. James Moore says, is your product on ClickBank? No, it is not at this time. I do plan to do that in the future whenever I get time to do it. Okay, someone's asking how long does Stay Home Commission stay at $697? No guarantees on that. Probably not too long. It's just the special introductory rate since I just released it like 2 or 3 days ago. So I can't promise you anything in that regards to that, but it probably won't be long at all. Patrick says, does sales increase with more time, meaning higher ranks? Sales increase with more time, meaning higher ranks. Patrick, I don't think I understand your question there. Does training begin right after purchasing the program? Richard, so there is about 5 hours of training in the program already. That is like the base of the program. And the first live class starts on May 22nd. So to break down that, just go to stayhomecommissions.com. Linux says, how do I make $500 today? Well, you should have made $500 yesterday. So you should have planted the seeds yesterday. But what you can do if you need like cash right away, you can sell some stuff, some products that you have at home, like pawn it or something like that. You could do some jobs on Upwork. Even that's going to take some time. If you want to make $500 today, if you have no groundwork, you're going to find it difficult to do. So unfortunately, there is no magic bullet in that. I mean, even if you were to go to get a job right now, it's going to be hard for you to get. It's going to be hard for you to get $500 the first day on the job. So to be able to make $500 a day, you need to lay some groundwork. Even freelancing, right? Like that's going to take time for you to build up an audience and a client base in order to make that kind of money per day. So if you want to make $500 today with affiliate marketing, the answer is it's probably not going to happen. And really, like, to be honest, you gotta try to get away from quick fixes. I mean, this is if you need $500 today, you gotta get your house in order. Okay, any additional questions? So Richard, the answer is the training begins right after the purchasing the program. Answer is yes. There's about 5 hours or so of really good quality commission getting material in there, and the first live class starts in like 4 days, the 22nd. Okay, anyone have any additional questions? I'm here to answer anything to do with audio webinars, making high commission ticket sales, or stay home commissions or anything like that. Is paid traffic covered? One of the bonus weeks, we will briefly touch upon paid traffic. The bonus week in the program, that's week 7. We will be briefly touching upon paid traffic. The majority of the program, like 95%, is with free traffic. I'm a free traffic guy. I think it's better for beginners to start with free traffic because it's no risk. Paid traffic is a risk for beginners. You know, a lot of the gurus out there say, oh, paid traffic's the way to go. And it is the way to go, but you need a foundation, a business foundation behind there. You need high ticket products. You need a good follow-up sequence. All these things take time. Okay? Linux Royal says, I guess what actions do I take to make $500 a day? Well, I mean, that's a complex question. I mean, my whole program, Stay Home Commissions, is like to get you there. So, I mean, you're really asking me for the magic bullet, dude. So you're going to have to, I mean, your question is very, half-baked. It's a half-baked kind of, it's a half-baked question. I mean, I don't, it's like, you got to build a business. I mean, so that's my answer to you. If your stuff isn't converting, then you need to learn how to convert to sales. So I'm totally going to recommend you get stay home commissions. One thing that will help you is an auto webinar. One thing, if your stuff isn't converting, it could be several reasons. Number one, your traffic sources are not the best, which means that, one sec, let me take care of that. Ah, the box of doom. No. Come on, baby. Let's see if it works. Ah, the box of doom. All right, we're just going to have to deal with it. I have no idea why it does that. Okay, by the way, if you do get stay-home commissions, you get yourself a nice, fine new Deadbeat mug, right, shipped to you for free. Happy about that. Can you build your own webinar for a health affiliate offer? James, yes. So that's a great question. James is asking basically, can you build the webinar yourself and kind of put the video together? The answer is yes. James, I like the way you're thinking. That's the way to think right there. So James, what you're going to do is you're going to just teach your viewers something good. And as you're teaching, you're going to kind of pre-sell the program. And from there, what you're going to want to do is at the end, you're going to want to promote the product that you want to promote. Again, work in some social proof, testimonials and stuff like that. And at the end, have the call to action to go buy the program. So you can do that as an affiliate. And with that, go for it. That's a great idea. Highly recommend you do that. I've done it before. It works really well. PS says, help me understand what is special about your course. So much out here, man. Okay, I'll walk you through it in just a second. So hang with me. I want to answer a few questions on here, and I will just walk you through what makes the program different. Steve Tuttle says, where do I find the 5-hour training so I can get started? Steve, so it's already in your members area. So log into the Sam Commission members area, and you can start with that. So it'll be like, it's deadbeat.com, deadbeat.mykajabi.com/login. Log in and then select Stay Home Commissions on there, and your members area will show you right there. Okay. Andy Beast says, I made my first commission with your Deadbeat Reloaded program. I've really enjoyed that program. Thanks, Andy. I appreciate you, man. Good. Congrats to you, by the way. Okay, any additional questions? In that note, while you guys are waiting on your questions, we're just going to have to, okay, 1 second here. So let me quickly, someone was asking a quick breakdown of the program. So Stay Home Commissions is essentially how to make a whole bunch of commissions with ClickBank. Okay, we're talking serious paydays here, and of course, if you're still working on your first $1,000 a month, the program is great for that. And if you're more of an advanced marketer, we got a lot of stuff in store for you. So it is completely step by step. It's a roadmap, a basement to rooftop roadmap to creating an easy, fun, and dare I say, addictive online business that makes earning commissions as natural to you as breathing. So week number 1, money markets that always win. You'll learn how to profit from wildly popular online spaces where in hundreds of other markets, there's no limit to what you can achieve. Learn to spot trends quickly and uncover blue oceans, uncover the best products that make abnormal amounts of money, use my eyes and hear my thoughts as I analyze top affiliate programs and the 3x triple stack. Learn how you can turn easily 1 sale into 2 and 3 and repeat it over and over again. Week number 2, the kryptonite keywords. You'll learn how to target kryptonite keywords that they kind of go under the radar, but they still pull in ridiculous amounts of commissions. Okay, you can learn how to spy on your competitors, illegally steal their moats, a bunch of other good stuff. You're gonna learn how to treat week 3. Week 3, you're gonna learn underachiever affiliate assets, how to quickly build them so you have digital assets out there earning commissions long after you've created them. And week number 4, you're gonna see email cash flow. So we just talked about that in the program, in the presentation here. Basically, you'll learn how to create email campaigns with auto webinars and follow-ups to earn commissions with ClickBank in a way that you don't have to do anything everything once it's up. Week number 5, you're going to learn how to tap into free traffic sources so that it continues to generate traffic long after you've done the work. And week number 6, another you. I'm going to show you how to replicate yourself. If you ever said, yo, I wish I had another one of me, well, now you do. Okay, so that's what you get in the program, and it is, of course, backed up by my 100-day money-back guarantee. So this is, no one else does this. For 100 days, you can use the program as long as you put it into action following this criteria. You give it an honest effort. Now, I hate this. I hate this when people come in here and they come in and they're like, I did the program, and I'm not getting results. And I look, it's like this half-assed effort. If you're going to come in here with that mindset of just kind of, weak-willed, if you're going to come into this weak-willed, don't buy the program. Okay? If you think this would be a hobby or some get-rich-quick thing, just close the page. This is definitely not for you. If you want to build a serious business, then go to stayhomecommissions.com. Yes, it's covered by my $100-day guarantee. Plus, if you don't get sales within that time period, I will also pay you out of my own pocket $100 in addition to giving you all of your money back. Okay? And you can also keep the coffee mug. So you get the coffee mug, you get 30 days free of our affiliate platform to make more sales from day one. Can't lose money markets. These are the markets that are hot right now that you cannot lose win. Nothing but wins. The VIP group to grow your commissions day by day with other members. And the best of all, bonus number 5, how to make up to $100,000 per week per week on ClickBank. Okay, so again, 100% risk-free. Now, with that out of the way, you can get that at stayhomecommissions.com. We do have a 3 installment option. So if $697 is too much for you today, just break it down in your mind. Just look at $283 today. You can get in, access the full program. You can join the live classes and start right now. Okay, so just go to stayhomecommissions.com. Now, with that out of the way, ask me some questions about auto webinars and generating those $500 to $1,000 sales right now. Okay, so someone's at, okay, so I don't have an affiliate program. Patrick Griffin says, Dan, your timing is great. Was looking for something new from you with using your past programs. Awesome, Patrick. Perfect timing then. Let's go get that today, stayhomecommissions.com. I keep getting asked how long will it be $697 for. I have not set a date. It could be I'm thinking maybe in 3 days. I'm not sure about that. It just depends on what I have going on. Because when I raise the amount, it gets a little bit of work on my end. So it may be in 3 days. It may not. So just keep that in mind. I haven't decided. Okay, does it mean if keyword research shows high competition, the niche is a waste of time? P.S. No. It doesn't really, it just depends on if you care about the market or not. Like the online business space, one of the most competitive spaces out there. That doesn't stop me from going after it. A lot of the health markets that I operate in, pretty competitive. But I spent the time to build it out, to build out those platforms and the websites. Medini says, how long in theory would it take to rank in Google with your method? It's hard to put an exact time frame on it. I have students that have using methods like this to get ranked get traffic and sales within 2 days. Is that likely? Probably not. But 30 days, based off my experience, I see sales within 30 days. 60 to 90 days, that's when the things start to snowball and it makes a very noticeable dent in your bank account. Okay, so I'd say that's around the tipping point. Daryl Lopez says, do you buy domains with type in traffic for free traffic? I do sometimes. That's not one of my primary strategies though, because it's just, I try to keep focused on one thing. Okay, does anyone else have any additional questions? Seth Cardo says, any Tube Tycoon discounts? I'm trying to grow my YouTube channel. I do not, Seth. Right now it's $9.97. There's no discounts for that. Any additional questions here about what I taught in the video or anything like that? We will talk about it. Medini Affiliate says, all right, I'm sold. I'll see you in there. Medini, wise decision. Congratulations to you. Just to be aware, there is a installment option. If I got a few questions about that. It's up to you which one you want to do. So if you head over to stayhomecommissions.com, click that little green button. Just let me walk you through this real quick. So you go to stayhomecommissions.com, and from here, click this. I just want to make sure that there's no confusion in this regard because some people usually have problems with this. And it'll pull up a page like this, and you have the option for doing $697 up front. That's for the full version, or you can do the 3 installments. This gets you the full version. It's going to cost you a little bit more. The investment will be a little bit more. I think that's, if I'm not mistaken, like $150 more total. So you will save more, of course, if you go for the $697 option. Okay. Let's answer. I hate the box of doom. The box of doom. No. Ah, God. Patrick Griffin says, love the passive income. Yeah, that's great. Thank you. Daryl Lopez says, I liked your thumbnail. Thanks, Daryl. Appreciate you, man. David says, do you rank foreign websites? This is something I used to do on Amazon. I was pretty effective with it too. I don't mess around with it too much anymore because it's hard for me to scale. It's hard to scale if I have like a whole other websites in different languages and then I have my main business. I've learned over time to try to stay focused. So David, it works. It works really well. So you can do that. Someone's saying that it's stay-home commissions is expensive. I agree it is expensive, but you know what's more expensive? It's really just wasting like months of your time. You're gonna spend. Let me just put it this way: you're gonna use up $697 no matter what. Probably more if you go at it alone. So it's the most expensive savings that you'll ever make is trying to do it on your own. So $697 is expensive, but it's not what you get. It's what that money does for you, right? So that'd be stayhomecommissions.com. Let's do this. Again, you'll be paying that times 10 or even 100 later on if you try to figure it out on your own. How do I know? Because I did the same. I did a lot of this on my own. What a waste of time. I'd be so much further. Okay, anyone have any additional questions? I'm here to answer questions about the content I shared today or anything in general. So I'll stay on for another 5 minutes or so. If not, I'll end the stream and we'll call it a day. All right, so it looks like that is going to be it for today. I just wanted to be, every time I come in here, I'm like, it's going to be a 15-minute stream. It's going to be a 15-minute stream. And then it ends up being like 2 hours. Johnny says a hell of a lot more if you try to go at it alone. Guarantee it. Absolutely. Richard says, what additional expenses can we expect after purchasing the program? Richard, great question. So I give you 2 routes in there. One is kind of like the economical route and one is the premium route. So economical route, you're looking at about $25 roughly a month after that. That'll get you like hosting and like an email service provider. That's good. That's good enough to start with. Now, that said, in the game of business, it's just like the best tools you have, you're going to be that much better off. So the premium route, you're looking at about $150 a month, somewhere around there. That will get you where you need to go. Maybe a little more. Let's just say $200 a month if you want to take the premium route. So 25, the economical. A lot of people go that way and do just fine. But again, it's like with business, it's like you get what you pay for. I do not have an affiliate program right now for Stay Home Commissions. It's a lot of work to set up. So maybe in the near future I may. Right now I'm just focusing on the current students who've joined right now and getting the word out. I don't want to mess with other affiliates right now. It's just a lot of work. It's a lot of work to take care of. Superfly Dude says, has my rankings been affected by Google May? No, because I focus on creating really good content. And that's like the evergreen way of like staying good in Google's eyes, just give them what they want. Okay, I think that's going to be it for the stream then. I'll give you guys 60 more seconds to type any additional questions, and that will be it. And of course, remember, you'll also get your own deadbeat mug at stayhomecommissions.com. Excuse me. All right, I need to come up with a solution to be able to look at the screen and look at the computer at the same time, because I know that's distracting. So final thoughts here. The final thoughts are this. I'm going to end this off to make it seem real cool. The final thoughts are, it's worth it to learn how to sell higher ticket offers. This is something I kind of, I'll be honest, I didn't tackle fully earlier on in my career. I wish if I could go back 10 years or so, I would have definitely spent more of my time creating and promoting higher ticket programs. Reason why, it's a benefit to the customer themselves, because they get something that's going to be supported. All right, with a lot of the $97 junk and below that, it's usually supported for like a week and then the product is useless. So the customer gets a better experience. Number two, you learn to sell better. And number three, you make more in commissions in addition to that. So if I could go back and change time, that's one of the things I would have definitely done different, is to tackle higher price point offers. Now, if you're just tuning in, the replay to this video will be posted after this, and you can see the quick, it was about a 15-minute nice little tutorial I put together to help point you in the right direction to enable to pull that off. So with that said, I've got a few more questions coming in, and I'll answer those real quick. Next turn off the camera tracking to get rid of the box of the box of Dune. Yeah, it is off. I don't know what's going on. I think it's off. I have a magic lantern installed, and I think it's doing something funny to my computer. To my camera. Is it worth going after long-tail keywords as easier to rank for? Have heard that they might not be worthwhile either. Any views? Absolutely. Why would you not go after them? It's so easy to get traffic, and you're able to pull in a lot of different phrases that you normally wouldn't be able to take. So a great way to go that is using question keywords, and that's something we cover PS in the program extensively, is how to tackle specific keywords that are great for long tail traffic. So if you go to stayhomecommissions.com, these are what I call kryptonite keywords. These are things that you can rank for with very small blog posts and videos and other types of content. And let me just restate, guys, if you are on here and you're wondering, like, do you have to create videos for this? This is more not focused on videos. Stay Home Commissions is. So Stay Home Commissions is more focused on written and graphical content. My Tube Tycoon program, if you want to do YouTube, is more specific for that. Okay. So PS, to go back to what I'm saying here, the question keywords are a great way to go about it. I've learned a lot about finding these questions. You won't be able to, it seems like, let's say you have a term that's only getting 40 searches a month, right? Well, there's ways you can uncover variations of that where 40 a month can turn to 300 a month, and they're very easy to rank for. Okay, so that's the answer to that question. The answer is they're great, and I would highly recommend that you spend time doing those. I do both. I go after the long tail, and I also go after the main keywords as well. Okay. Richard says, will this work for building a network marketing business as well as affiliate marketing? Richard, the answer is it's up to you. If that's what you want it to do, then yes. Is that what you want it to do? I imagine so. So it will work with everything. There are some customers that use this with MLM type products that works great. I know a lot of people that do it. So there's really no difference. It's just getting people to view the offer is really it all comes down to. Richard, I guess the real question is do you like money, and lots of it? Can this be applied to mobile marketing? Orlin, your question is a little bit not specific enough. Can you clarify that? Well, then, Richard, if you like money, then head over to stayhomecommissions.com and let's do this together. And if you have any questions, just reach out to me in the group. Send me like a link of what you're trying to promote, and I'll give you some input. Godfrey says, can I outsource most of the work and project manage? Absolutely. In Stay Home Commissions, I have a massive section on outsourcing. This will not only save you a boatload of money, it'll help you make more and spend much less time and error messing around with bad outsourcers. So I'll quickly show you how to find the ones that are good and separate kind of the wheat from the chaff there, and the ones you want to and the people that you want to hire versus the ones that are just going to suck away your money and turn like $1 into 50 cents rather than the type of outsourcers who will turn $1 into $2 or even $3. So I'll show you extensively how to do that and essentially replicate yourself many times over doing that. So go to stayhomecommissions.com and we can absolutely show you how to do that. Any additional questions? If not, I think this will be it. All right. So with that said, guys, fortune favors the bold. Whatever you decide to do, whether it's go with my program or someone else's, the key here is just to take action and build the business of your dreams. All right. The good thing, I can tell you this without a shadow of the doubt, the good things in life go to those who have the will, the courage to go after their goal and the will to achieve it. So yeah, I'm a lazy dude, but I've learned how to laser target the things that I want in life. One of those is the good life, freedom, abundance, and waking up with no stress, not having to worry about money and all those things. So if that's something that you want to do, stayhomecommissions.com is a great place to start. If not, if you don't want to do that, there are plenty of other people out there as well that have also good programs as well. What's important is you get the knowledge that you need to avoid all the pitfalls, all the setbacks, all the spots where you could potentially waste money, and instead just step right over those and have a good roadmap that will get you there. So of course, I'm going to tell you that to get mine at stayhomecommissions.com, but the message I'm trying to convey here is don't try to go at it alone. It's going to just cost you so much more. So that said, I'm going to end off the stream here. If you have any additional questions for me, ask inside the Stay Home Commission group. This is only for customers, Stay Home Commission customers only. I will probably be doing a live stream, a quick one tomorrow. If not, I will see you in my next YouTube video. It's time for me to go take a very long nap.